See, things have come to head, time out for scare you, scary route today. And follow us down Courage Lane, they cages in, break down the gates. We want all the smoke, like we chiefin' on a pound a day, but not talking intoxicating rage, not this intoxicated. This is far more tragic than what's comprehended. This has got to stop. Though I don't understand everything as a man, I'm authorized by God to make this petition. Believe it, especially when you hate and aim to kill a man.
Pop it up, fellas. Man, it feels good to be back. TOTV land. To all our followers, everybody that rocked with us over the years, Thinking Outside the Box is back. The hottest, dopest show out there in the streets is back, man. We took a nice little time off for the summer. You know, summertime, Shy be doing this thing. Had to celebrate my birthday. We had to be outside doing, you know, kissing babies and all that other stuff, man. But we back in tune now, man. So look, stay locked in. TOTB_show on YouTube and Facebook. TOTB the dopest on IG and TikTok, man. Trending all over the world because of y'all. So get in tune, stay in tune, and follow the show, man. Tell your friends about it, man, because there's a lot going on here. And we just getting started with some more dope conversation. Moolah, you feel good to be back, man?
Man, I feel good, man. But the summertime shot ain't been summertime. It's a lot of rain, man.
Yeah, man.
Trees knocked down in my neighborhood.
Thought it was Seattle instead of Chicago.
It feels like Seattle, man. You know, speaking of, you know, Seattle, man, shout out to all the people, man, Detroit, New York, you know what I'm saying, California, checking us out, man. We see y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Go get your merch on moolahmonster.com, man. You know, other than that, man, how's it been for you?
Life has been good, man. Celebrated a B-Day, you know, turned 41. You know, appreciate you, brother, for popping out. Man, I still feel young. I'm definitely the youngest one between me and you, so I definitely feel good about that. But, you know, life is good, man. The summertime is here, and, you know, now I'm getting ready for this football season. You know, my Bears to do their thing. You know, so, you know, we outside, you know how we do for the football season.
Speaking of sports, you know what we got, you know what I'm saying?
Speaking of sports, so now's the time for y'all to get in tune, because Moolah, who do we got on this show?
Man, we got my man, Donnie Boyce, man.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Man, played at Proviso East, one of the three amigos, Colorado, you know what I'm saying, University. You know what I'm saying? Where he averaged 18, I think, points a game.
That sound like me, okay.
Drafted to the NBA. Oh, he sound like you.
Sound like me, man, you know.
Okay. Yeah, man. Represent, you know what I'm saying, my man Donnie Boyce, you know what I'm saying. Been a long time coming, but he came, he showed up, he want to kick with the fellas, man. So that's what it is.
Welcome to the show, bro.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man. You know, like Jeff said, you know, we grew up together, you know, from grammar school.
Yeah.
Kind of watched each other journey.
Yeah.
You know, watched each other path to see, you know, kind of to be successful and striving to inspire people.
Yeah. Man, tell all the people, man, where they can find you if you got a social media, man. Let them know where they can get in tune.
Well, you know, I'm kind of new to this in terms of all of that social media and things like that, you know, but definitely when I get some more projects put out, I'll definitely be ready to share all that stuff. But just working on some things right now.
Yeah, we're gonna bring Donnie in, man. We do our sports section now, man. We can talk over sports now, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, the lights be on and we can talk about the bad news Bears. They gonna fail again, man.
Oh, no, they look good, man.
They look good.
They look good today.
They played today, they won. Shout out to the Bears. You know, Shador looked good too.
Shout out to Shador.
Shout out to Shador. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, basketball season started, football season started, man. It's about to get back crunk, you know what I'm saying?
This is my favorite time of the year.
And people been telling us, man, why y'all talk about sports a lot? We're like, you know what? I got something for you. Yeah. So we got the man, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We got the man. So y'all want to tune in, man, y'all, you know, go ahead, comment, and do all that, you know, but we're going to talk a little bit about Donnie today, you know what I'm saying?
I'm super curious, man, because your journey was a lot of, I graduated in 2003, you know, from high school. And I would say literally probably 80% of the guys there that was hoopers, that was, you know, football teams, their dream was to get drafted. Like they wanted to go to college, they wanted to smash it, they didn't want to go straight to the league, go to the D League, go to the overseas, any of that stuff. But out of 80%, man, of course, that number just dwindled until it was none. But you one of the rare people that made it, man. So tell us about that, man. How was that journey?
Man, you know, it definitely was a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of dedication, a lot of commitment, a lot of sacrifice. You know, trying to do things the right way. You know, but making mistakes. You know, you know, going and experiencing a lot of different things. You know, life, and you know, one thing about sports is, you know, you have to always kind of just remember, especially nowadays, you know, the image that you want to portray, the person, you know, in terms of your work ethic. You know, definitely like to make it to the professional level, it's hard. Like man, like just hard work. You know, and a lot of bad days in terms of just pushing through, experiencing adversity, you know, because you got to balance school, you got to balance practice, you got to balance, you know, family, you know, you got
women.
Definitely relationships, you know, all different type of relationships, you know. So, but once you learn that balance, you know, things can turn out to be real smooth.
True.
So if you're not mentally equipped, ready for all that,
man, you know, in terms of just everything that comes with it, the perks and things like that, experiences with women, you know, the thing that you got to be able to understand is a particular woman. If you find that right woman, or you know, when you're young, you're gonna definitely kind of, you know, kind of have different experiences. You know, look what you're trying to like in terms of woman and somebody that you want by your side.
Yeah, I know one thing that for me when I was like, cause I had hoop dreams, you know, I was pretty slight, man, you know, but I think life took different turns for me where I wasn't as disciplined and focused as I needed to be. And then even now with my sons, you know, when they trying to like, man, Pops, I want to stay in the gym. I want to keep working out. I want to keep eating good because you never know when I'm going to get that call. Yeah, that's true. That's true, man. But you got to always have a backup plan. You know, if you want to put all of your eggs in that, that's cool. But life, when it hits you, once you turn 21 and you got bills and you got all this, you got to have a plan for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I try to instill in them.
You know, not only that, you know, the crazy part about it, like what you're saying, you know, the discipline.
Yeah.
You know, the realization once you leave high school and kind of, you know, go to college, then, you know, you experiencing the pros and you know, playing at the top level. You know, everything top level when it's those opportunities, you know, across the board. And you definitely really, you know, got to understand what it's about.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it could be here today, you know, and the next
like
day
that.
could be gone.
Yeah.
You know, because I ended up breaking my leg, you know,
Oh man.
when I was in college.
Okay.
You know, so lucky for me, you know, I was able to have that backup plan, what you're talking about, getting my degree.
There you go.
You know, and like I said, looking and trying to go through every door, you know, in terms of not only, you know, the profile of being a professional athlete, but also looking for every opportunity business-wise, you know, just building relationships. You know what I mean?
So when you was playing that Proviso East out here in Maywood, where, while you was traveling playing against these, you know what I'm saying, other opponents, who was one of the coldest players you ever seen? Like you was like, man, this guy cold.
Man, you know, of course, Jordan, you know, Mike.
Facts.
You know, I never forget when I came home and played, you know, because I got drafted by the Atlanta Hawks. And so, you know, when we came here to play in Chicago, you know, to to get an opportunity to start. You know, it was one of my first times, you know, playing in the NBA, and here I am at home, and you know, I got Mike. You know, I got Jordan right across from me. Yeah. You know, that's definitely exciting. You know, you definitely want to go ahead and challenge and see what he about. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the main thing is you just want to enjoy it and continue to work hard. Yeah. You know, and definitely try to just build a legacy. Yeah. You know, because when you can build a legacy, you know, it's so much more opportunity for you to be successful in life.
I would hear this from a few people that played in the league. Shout out to Antoine Walker, man. I'm seeing it all the time.
He's supposed to come through, man.
Yeah, we about to get him on pretty soon, man. But shout out to Twine. But I would hear from these retired NBA guys that when they looked on their schedule and they saw they had to play the Bulls, that night before was a hard night of sleep. So, I mean, tell me, is there some truth to that or what?
Well, most definitely. Yeah. Most definitely. But, you know, when you want to challenge yourself and step up to the plate and compete against the best, you know, you definitely gonna go ahead and try to overcome those fears. You know, and definitely just want to get your game. You know, you competing against the best out there, so you definitely want to make sure you know you're on top of your game and trying to represent, you know, and get that W.
You know, speaking of Mike, it's only right that we talk about it, because like I said, we took the summer off, and now that we back and, you know, we got some expertise up here. One of the most buzzing things that took over the summer, if everybody know in the NBA world, is where LeBron James is going to sign. We found out a little over a week ago that he is now a member of the Philadelphia 76ers. I know he a Laker fan and he got all type of thoughts about it, you know. I mean, my thoughts is, well, I'm going to let y'all have the floor, but he is with the Lakers. I mean, with the 76ers, and he signed for dirt cheap. Yeah. So, what do y'all think LeBron being on the Sixers, how does that change the landscape for the NBA? And do y'all think he probably about to win a chip this year?
Well, I don't know about winning no championship right now. You know, they definitely got a lot of work to do.
Okay, yeah.
They got a training camp and try to, you know, put the pieces together. See how LeBron fit with, you know, the rest of the people that they have over there on the Sixers. Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah.
You know,
Jaylen Brown. They got a squad.
They just made. Yeah. You know, they Embiid, Joe Embiid. You know what I'm saying? They definitely got some good pieces over there. Now they just got to continue to build out the roster.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, for this younger generation, LeBron definitely, you know, is the GOAT. You know, but for me personally, you know, the pecking order don't always kind of be MJ, Kobe.
MJ, Kobe. I dig that.
I know he loved Kobe.
Yeah, you know, and then anything after that, you know, you can change the pieces. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But Magic Johnson, you can put up in there.
Okay, I like that.
You can put Larry Bird up in there.
So what you predict LeBron them, where you think they're gonna land? Conference finals?
Well, when you make that type of move,
I mean,
it's only for a championship.
But I'm saying, where would you think they might land? Because you said they're gonna win
the Knicks still the champion now until somebody knock them off.
True.
You know,
New York. You got Boston still out there. You know, you got
Miami got Giannis now.
Yeah, you got Miami. You know, you got also I think Indiana coming back with you know Halliburton. You know, with him returning from when he got hurt in the finals 2 years ago. So you know, I get the Sixers a 50-50 chance. You know, maybe make it to the ship. But in terms of making, you know, what's successful, conference finals, champions. You know, the finals. You know, this first year, you never know, but knowing LeBron mindset and just, you know, guys that want to be successful, you know, you definitely gonna try to win that championship. You know, you're not trying to come back next year if you can at his age. You know what I mean? So I see them trying to strive for it, but like I said, they got other rivals out there. So with the Knicks, you know, the way they kind of just ran through the playoffs this year, you know, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
Give me a top 5 Chicagoland basketball players.
Oh,
man.
From Chicago.
Oh, I love this one here. Okay.
Man, you know, that's kind of tough, you know what I'm saying? Because there's so many successful guys out there, so many successful dudes out there, you know, that I don't think a lot of people understand, you know, basketball, sports here, you know, in Chicago.
Yeah.
We got it.
You know what I'm saying? We, you know, from the Bulls to the Bears, you know, the Cubs and won in 2016. So, you know, it's tough, you know, because there's so many layers in terms of best. Now you want to talk about the best pros, that's one thing, you know. Best high school guys I ever seen, that's another. Even, you know, guys that kind of in college, you know what I'm saying?
Best high school guys you seen. I know D Rose in there somewhere.
Definitely D Rose, you know what I mean, in terms of what he's been able to accomplish when he was here winning Rookie of the Year. You know, putting the Bulls back on his back and kind of.
And they win 2 at Simeon.
Yeah, restoring. You know what I'm saying? What you know the Bulls organization was when we was growing up. You know, but man, high school, you know, definitely D Rose. You know, I say Marcus Liberty.
Oh, okay.
Marcus Liberty.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. I definitely say Doc Rivers.
Come on, Doc.
Come on, Doc. Shout out to Doc.
Because if my memory serves me right, Doc is, I think this weekend going into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of people don't understand and realize the inspiration that Doc was for me growing up. Like, I grew up on the same block as Doc was.
Oh, wow.
So, to be able to play in his backyard as a kid, watch his career, you know, from college to the pros, and coaching and winning the championship with Boston, you know, to have this guy as somebody that I, you know, had an opportunity to kind of mold and look up to, you know, kind of mold me and kind of guide me, you know, in terms of
that's what's up,
and trying to be successful and being positive, you know, in life.
My top 5.
He got 2 more. He got 2 more.
Oh, did he? Who he got?
He got D Rose.
Okay.
He got Marcus Liberty.
Doc Rivers.
Doc Rivers.
2 more.
He got 2 more.
2 more. Man, it's tough, you know what I'm saying? Because it's so many. You know, you got Isaiah.
Ooh, Isaiah got to go in there.
Yeah, of course.
You got Isaiah. You got Mark Aguirre.
Mark.
You know what I'm saying?
Did he play at Westinghouse?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got, man, you got a whole bunch. Jamie Brandon.
Jamie Brandon. Can we say KG from here or what?
Why not?
He went to field. You played against him, right?
Yeah, I played. You know, I played against him, and you definitely can say he's from here. You know, you know, he came in and put his boots down and kind of made his mark. You know, in terms of being successful and being dominant and kind of redefining. You know, what a big man in the NBA. A successful. You know, going on to win the championship. You know, the things that he was able to kind of impact. Yeah. And like I said, make his mark and kind of, you know, show what hard work can do. Hey, man, KG, you know, definitely. I love that. Say from Chicago, you know what I'm saying? And maybe one more, you know, that, you know, you got to kind of mention just because of his story, you know, Ben Wilson.
Oh. Benji.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of, you know, at that I was just, you know, just a little kid. Yeah. When that story hit, you know what I'm saying? And so to understand and watch somebody, you know, that had a chance to be successful, kind of get his story in short. Yeah. You know, that's kind of tough to experience, but it also lets you know, man, it's life. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, kind of like what you talked about earlier. Yeah. Man, it's kind of, you know, you gotta go ahead and make your mark. And when I say make your mark, you know, you gotta go ahead and kind of put your imprint. Yeah. You know, and kind of show through dedication what success can look like. and to do it on the ultimate level. You know, so many people from here.
Yeah,
we do.
Mike won it. You know, Mike Finley won the NBA championship.
Mike,
my guy.
Shout out to Mike Finley, man. One of the 3 amigos.
Yeah.
You know, Tim Hardaway.
Yeah.
Damn.
See, you forgot about Tim, right?
Lord. Yeah, we do have a nice. It's hard to get that 5 in now.
That's why I say you gotta be. That's okay. So my top 5 hoopers from Chicago. All right. Of course, we're gotta put D Rose on there. Okay. So D Rose is 1. Jabari Parker gotta go on that list.
Okay.
Jabari, he gotta go on that list.
Dog.
All right. I don't care what y'all think about this brother off the court, but Pat Bev is on that list, man. Pat Bev is on that list as far as defensive, like lockdown defenders. Pat Bev is on there. All right. So we got D Rose, got Jabari, we got Pat Bev, and then of course I'm gonna give Tim Hardaway there. And then I know y'all say he technically not from Chicago, but Dwayne Wade got to go on that list, man.
Oh, damn.
Dwayne Wade got to go on the top 5.
He can get in now.
Yeah. So that's my 5. What you got, Moolah?
Okay, mine is, I'm going to go with Isaiah, D Rose, Mike Finley, you know what I'm saying? Got to represent the town. I'm gonna go with Juwan Howard, man. He made some noise.
Howard.
He made some noise.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna go with the guy, man, Howard Nathan, man.
Oh, you going, okay. All right.
I mess with Howard Nathan, man. You know what I'm talking about, right? I think Peoria, right?
Yeah, definitely from Peoria, you know. Had the opportunity to compete against him.
Did you really?
Oh yeah, you know, we had to bring that trophy back.
Yeah.
Haywood, you know.
Okay.
And definitely not just you just enjoy those experiences.
Yeah.
You know, you try to enjoy those experiences. You try to once again compete at the highest level.
Yeah.
And just really just, you know, do what you do.
What was the best moment of winning those titles? Like the best moment. I know winning the ship always is the ultimate, but
yeah, but when to see the community come together, and to see the town come together.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To just see and experience all the love that you get from your community.
That's what's up.
Because, you know, Jeff, when we went downstate, you know, to have the whole school in the stands for the championship.
Yeah, I definitely was.
You know what I mean? And to come back and have a parade.
Now.
You know, that's a special kind of experience. And something that you always gonna kind of cherish.
Facts.
I love that.
I remember my freshman year, before you go, I remember my freshman year tryouts. When we all became freshmen. You left Garfield, I left Washington.
Right.
Man, it was so many people. I'm talking about, it was at least about 300 people trying out. And they only having freshman A's, freshman B's. I'm like, Lord, I'm telling you, it was competitive, right? But it was like everybody know who the people was because, who the guys was because every school had stars. Yeah. You know what I mean? But man, I always looked at, I was like, man, I made the team, I made the freshman B's, man. But it was, man, I was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? You know, but I ended up making it, but I always looked at that, I was like, man, that was tough. Because every day you go to the gym, you see your name on the board,
right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was tough, man. Shout out to McCall too, man.
Oh,
Shout out to
yeah, definitely. You know, our grammar school coach, you know, Lawrence McCall, who taught me the game of basketball.
Nice.
You know, who told me and showed me the path to be a student athlete, you know, and to kind of really put me on that right path and instill a discipline and the work ethic, you know, because a lot of people, you know, Jeff know this, from my town and from my high school, you know, I think we got 10, 11 guys that made it to the league. You know, besides myself, you know, Mike, Sherelle Ford, who we played high school together.
Okay.
You know, we was known as the Three Amigos. You know, the papers kind of stamped that. Legends. You know, that's one thing in this game. basketball, you know, you don't give yourself a nickname, you know.
You let the people do it.
You let the people do it, you know what I'm saying? Let the game speak for itself, you know. But we got Shannon Brown, who won NBA championship.
Yeah.
We got D Brown.
Oh man, I forgot about that.
That played in the NCAA championship in Illinois.
That was a squad.
Yeah.
Illinois squad. Oh my God.
Damn, D Will.
Yeah, that was a squad.
Luther Head.
Yep.
Another Chicago guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I forgot about Luther Head. Man, Chicago got so much talent,
Kendall Gill.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I say when you say top 5.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah.
You could throw Antoine in there, Antoine Walker.
Antoine, yeah.
You know, if you want to be kind of off the cuff, you know, you can throw D-Nab, Donald McNabb. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not on some Charlie Ward, you know, type of,
right.
You know, not saying like he was just solid, you know, but he was decent on the court, you know, did his thing on the football field.
Man.
You know, and the list go on and on. Deion Thomas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Somebody, you know, who played with Benji, you know, that I had an opportunity to get to know on the coaching side. When I got into the coaching part on the high school level was Tim Bankston.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And to be able to kind of, you know, share the strategies and how to put it together.
Yeah.
You know, he was definitely somebody that motivated me and helped me along in my coaching career.
Nice. That's what's up. One of the things I've admired about being in the game of basketball or just, you know, playing and then coaching, you know, because you coach as well, you know, shout out to you for that too, man. That's not an easy transition to go from playing to coaching, you know. You got to have discipline and you got to love the game. So shout out to you for that. One of the things I noticed though, even speaking of the Bulls, you know, the Bulls' new coach is Tiago Splitter. You know, he played in the league for a long time with the Spurs and won a championship, and now he's the coach of the Bulls, man. The Bulls got a really young team now. We drafted a stud, you know, Caleb Wilson. So we're going to see this Bulls team. I'm going to go to more games this year. I want to go to more games just to be, you know, see our young team kind of grow. But one of the things I admire about what basketball brings is just it brings the level of competitiveness, but then all coming together to do something that can take the stigma off of the violence that's going on in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? When people go to practice or go to these games, it's like we putting everything else outside of what's going on, and we gonna focus on trying to go out here and get this dub. Do you witness that when you with these young kids when you coaching?
Man, you know, the sad part about all that, I didn't have 4 former players. That's no longer with us.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Wow. Through a variety of reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's tough. You got to overcome those adversities. You know, you got to stay on the same path, the right path, and kind of always remember, you know, that you're trying to do the right things and trying to kind of stay away from that other side that might bring you, you know, having you going down the wrong path and not only the wrong path, but just get you off track.
Yeah.
You know, because the hardest part is just mostly just trying to maintain. You know what I mean? And when I say maintain, I mean maintain and build, you know, maintain and continue to put the hard work in to win.
Yeah.
You know, at any cost.
So do you think a great player automatically, you a great coach?
Man, that's tough, you know, because a former player that just passed, the great Don Nelson.
Yes.
Coach.
Shout out to Don Nelson.
Yeah.
Won 5 NBA championships with Boston Celtics as a player. You know, the success left as the all-time winningest coach and wins in the NBA. You know, and then you have other players that haven't been so successful for whatever reason, you know, because coaching is really hard, especially when you're a former player.
Yeah.
You know, because you got to try to take yourself out of when you played and projecting. And definitely you gotta explain and kind of guide and how the players at such a young age understand that, you know, through tough love, it's gonna be success. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be firm but fair with them. And once you lay that groundwork, I think they fall in line and kind of, you know, lead you to lead them to the promised land.
Yeah, I love that.
Speaking of falling in line, fellas, today's topic is, should you stay in a relationship just for the kids? Should you stay for the kids, man? I know it's a lot of people in relationships, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't stand each other, they sleep in different rooms, but they sting it out because of the kids. Riz, talk to me, man.
You know, I'm a little mixed on this.
Okay.
Because I do believe that a solid foundation is important in a relationship. And a lot of relationships, when they have kids, sticking together for the kids with hopes that your relationship will be better, I think that is the real thing. I don't think it's crazy to be with a woman or be with a man, y'all have kids together, y'all not getting along or whatever, but y'all want to make it work so y'all kids can see a happy house, a home with their mom and their dad, because our society is super low where both parents, especially nowadays, are in the same house. Right. Some kids be like, I'm gonna go see my daddy this weekend, or oh, I don't know what my daddy is, you know, or my, you know, type of stuff. And they hear they, you know, mom and father arguing on the phone and all this other, like, you know, that's the norm. So I think that it is okay to stay with your partner if you have kids with them for the kids, but it has to be a way where you be like, okay, we have a goal where we want our son to be in a happy home. Okay. Me and you not eye to eye right now. So while we trying to raise our son in the right home, we still have to get on the same page, me and you. So let's make that the priority, is make sure he have a happy home, but let's work on us too. Let's not just say we're gonna stay together for the child. No, we're gonna stay together for the child, but we gotta work on us too. So that has to be, they have to like coincide with each other.
What if the relationship is disrespectful and the kids seeing this? So do you think that's helpful? You know what I'm saying? For the kids seeing, you know, this type of, you know, situation going on?
Of course not.
So
disrespect, especially in front of the kid, is never okay. But I do think that if you have a child and y'all know y'all beefing, it is perfectly okay to put the child or go somewhere else, like have the child go stay with your mama while y'all if y'all gonna argue, do it somewhere where the kid ain't around. So that way y'all can try to work on, I know it's hard, but it's important, because while y'all trying to stay together for that kid, if y'all gonna do that arguing, y'all should, that's why emotional intelligence and all that stuff's supposed to come into play. We know we both beefing right now. Why are we gonna do this in front of him? Let's just say, you know what? We'll address this in a minute. All right, let's go put him to sleep. Let's go argue in the car or something. You know, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? If you trying to stay together for the kid, y'all gotta know when and where to do things.
I think, from let Donnie go, but I really do think relationships with women is like talent. Let me tell you why. Some people have, when they get to NBA, you be like, oh, his ceiling is high. He got a lot of growing to do. You know, he might be skinny, lanky, but he can do all these things, right? Some people, ceiling is just, that's it. That's all they're gonna be. You know what I'm saying? You can tell that from a kid almost, right? And I think that's how it is with relationships. Some relationships, you can see a woman progressing in everyday things, like her body, her culture, her, you know what I'm saying, job. Mm-hmm. You can see the progression. Some women you just with is just, this is who they're gonna be.
Okay.
So if that's who they're gonna be, I'm wasting my time, even though I made a mistake and had kids by. Right? So I'm wasting my time here trying to stick it out because I got kids by when her ceiling is here.
I see where you're going.
You feel what I'm saying?
And that's why a lot of these teams be trading away they draft, they first round draft picks. They be like, you know what, this ain't gonna work. You know, I drafted you, think you was gonna be this, but after a year or two, yeah, let me go and trade you somewhere else.
That's it.
Yeah, okay. I see where you at. Okay, all right.
You know, I say both sides. You know what I'm saying? You know, because you definitely you want to be a family man.
Yeah.
And kind of stick it out.
Yeah.
You know, but if the ceiling here, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of tough to still want to build and kind of stay there for your kids.
Yeah.
And the family.
Yeah.
Because once a woman kind of show you what time it is,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, and kind of show you, they go to levels to it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, if you're not trying to reach those levels and you ain't trying to really stay there, why put yourself through that? You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
Because you can always, one thing, you know, I think get confused when you leave a family situation, that you leaving the kids behind.
Yeah.
You know, if you really love your kids and you're, you know, a real father, you're gonna still be with your kids
automatically
in their life and continue to try to find that even balance of co-parent with the mother.
Yeah. I do think it's a little bit so when you have being a weekend dad or however dad, not in the household with your family.
Yeah.
I feel like the kids, they're not getting that 100%. I don't think they're getting 80%. You know what I'm saying? But you make up for it when you do be present.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's some things they might go through that you will never know by being in a household, not being in a household with them. Something changes when you left. You know what I'm saying? Maybe his personality, maybe he more introvert now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you never know by you leaving what it might do to the kids. But like we say, you know what I'm saying, we got a life to live our own, right? That's why I call them mistakes. Like if you don't know, man, having a baby by a chick now, you have to really fill an application out. Like no, you know what I'm saying? You need to know her resume. Like Joe, you've been with, okay,
oh, man.
you had, because Joe, they're, motherfucker will fool you.
Yeah.
Motherfucker will fool you thinking they the nicest, you know what I'm saying, chick in the world. And she really the evilest. You know what I'm saying? You would get tricked. You done been skeeted, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, boy.
you done been and did the Watusi, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, you know, is it our fault that our kids have to suffer us not being in the household because we didn't stay, we didn't stick it out?
I think that, and this probably isn't accurate. Well, I know it's not accurate for all men, but I think women have children with men with hopes that they're going to be a family. Men sometimes have babies with women with hopes that they can always smash their baby mama and still play the field. And that's where the disconnect comes in at, because a lot of times when these dudes get women pregnant, their first reaction isn't like her reaction, where she's excited. She's like, oh, I'm looking for the baby shower. When will we having? He was like, God damn, okay, well, I gotta make this work. I'm still out here in the streets, but I still want access to my, it's all about access for a dude. I still want access to my baby mama.
I don't want it, man. I never looked at that. I'm gonna keep it 100. I never looked at that. Me and my BM, we cordial, you know what I'm saying? But I never looked at like, oh, I got access back. Like once I guess I'm a Gemini. Once I'm done, I'm done. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, anything I have left, I left. I never, you know what I'm saying, spent the block.
Never spent the block?
No, not on a relationship. No, not on even just to, you know what I'm saying, just to even see how it is now. No. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, you know, the relationship's hard, you know, especially when, you know, when you're talking about once you're done, you're done.
Yeah.
you know, you definitely, I understand that point of view because you definitely want to move on and like you said, I got a life to live too.
Yeah.
You know, you can't really be worrying about is once it's over, it's over. You know, just the type of dude, you know what I mean? Type of cat just really like to try to build.
Yeah.
With the right person.
I spent the block before. You ain't never spent the block before, Moolah?
No, not on really nothing that I had for like 5-6 years.
Oh, for a long time. Okay.
I ain't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't want to get the mixed emotions back in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that, man. I wanted to be like, Joe, if we went our separate ways, let's try to do this together.
If it ended badly, but what if it ended good? You'll never.
I don't think no ending is good.
Really?
What ending is good? Tell me what's a good ending? Breaking up.
I've had a good ending before where we just mutually agree, like, okay, you know.
Nobody didn't mess up?
Nobody messed up.
Y'all just said we not right.
And then we, like maybe a year or two later, we spent the block and we still was like, you know what, this was fun, but let's just stay friends. You see what I'm saying? That's still out there. And we still cool today. I mean, we don't talk, but I'm saying, you know. So I think there is a stigma that anytime you end a relationship, it's always bad. But no, it's some good stuff that end with.
I think it's levels to it. I think you're gonna have some bad breakups. You're gonna have mutual breakups. You're gonna have a person who just left. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Now those ones who just left, like those are ones you like. I think some people regret. It could be on both ends.
Yeah.
While you at work, motherfucker packed up and left. So that's different. Or while you together, you went and got another apartment and she don't even know and y'all still live. Like them be the diabolical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Keep 100. I did that before. You know what I'm saying? You know, ain't no shame. I was living with somebody and I had another apartment because I was planning on leaving. I didn't want to be going to my mama's house. I want to go straight to my crib. You know what I'm saying?
While you were still with the other person?
I'm still with her.
Oh,
I'm paying rent over here.
Oh,
I don't even be there, but I'm paying rent there. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm waiting on this to end. I know it's gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming in at 2 in the morning. She coming in at 2 in the morning. Like we trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy. So when you get to that point, man, you like, so let me give me a parachute. You know what I mean? You gotta soften my land. I'm not going home to mama. No way.
You got a backup player.
I always in life.
Man.
I tell a person quick, Joe, this ain't working. If you don't get the draw, I'm planning my escape.
I feel like, and we're gonna switch gears in a minute because I want to know your opinion on this other thing we're gonna talk about too. I feel like for me now, at this age, I really want to get this shit right. You know what I'm saying? You spent so many years getting it wrong or being uncertain and unsure and,
right.
You know, get the fuck out of my house and all that, you know, like all that. It's like now I really want to, it's like I'm asking God to, whatever I'm supposed to know, whatever direction I'm supposed to go, put it right in my face. So that way I can't ignore it. You know, because sometimes we'll see stuff we'll see it, but we'll still, you know, yeah. No, I want that joint right in my face so I know what, you know what I'm saying?
So this is what Paul Pierce say, since we talking about sport. Paul Pierce say, marriage is for poor people and old people.
I remember he said that. I remember he said that.
Poor people and old people.
Yeah.
Donnie, talk to me about
it.
Oh man, I don't know about that. I definitely like that. That was crazy, you know, to say that. But man, it's tough. You know, it's tough. Like when it comes to marriage and when it comes to women and relationships and spinning the block, you know, we all experienced it on some type of level. Either it's done to us or we done it to somebody.
Yeah.
You know, and as you were saying, once you get older, man, you know, it's kind of like, do I still really want to be on that? You know, am I really still looking for that? You know, you're looking for something more stable.
Yeah.
Something more somebody that a relationship that's going to be beneficial to everybody.
Yeah.
In both, on all levels, in terms of, you know, financially, in terms of, you know, emotionally, in terms of connecting and really trying to lock in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think at a certain age, you know, that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
When you're younger, you know, you might spend a block, you know, do you know, get in your 30s or whatever, you start thinking like, what I really want in life, you know, what type of relationship, what type of marriage, what type of woman.
Do you got a regret?
I think everybody, you know, experience regret on some levels.
I'm talking about on the woman's side.
Once again, I think everybody, you know, experience regrets on some levels in all type of relationships.
Right.
You know, man. But the way I look at things is it's not so much, you know, as a regret or as a loss. It's more as a lesson.
There you go.
You know, what can I learn from this situation?
Yeah.
And I try to understand why it wasn't successful. You know, and you kind of apply that to all, you know, relationships in life, you know, personal, you know, professional, you know, even with your kids, you know, because I think sometimes as black men and as fathers, you know, we always want our kids to act a certain way, you know, kind of, I know, for me growing up to be a black kid, you know what I'm saying, and then for me to be, you know, a yellow, you know what I'm saying. I experienced a lot of, you know, this different type of Jones and jokes, and you know, kids can be cruel, you know, especially when you're coming up, and everybody kind of just want to be liked and respected and move in a certain way, and so, you know, when you find a relationship that's, man, not working out and not, you know, worth trying to figure it out, you know, then you got to kind of let it go, you know.
And that's and we got to switch gears after this. That's what, you said it right on the head. I think, well, clearly I'm a lot, but I think sometimes as men, we fight with ourselves when it's time to really let go.
Right.
You know, because we really want things to work. And I think a lot of times men really desire peace. Let me tell y'all, peace is number one on my list right now.
Right.
I gotta have peace. And I'm just realizing more and more, especially as I get older and you know, my sons, like, you have to establish that as your priority. But of course, loyalty is important. Respect is important, you know, building longevity, being a team, being a partner, y'all doing this together, like teamwork, all that stuff is important. But the highlight of most of that, or all of that for me, is I have to have peace when I come home to you.
What do it look like?
Peace.
Tell me what your peace look like.
Peace for me, when I come home, is the first thing out the door when I walk through the door is, hey baby, how was your day?
Okay.
That's the starting point. Now, of course, throughout the day, my day might be hectic, hers might be hectic, everything like that. When I walk through the door, how was your day? A genuine, right? And then even deeper than that, peace looks like how to handle conflict. Conflict in a household, how you handle that can bring peace. We can't be talking at each other. We can't be yelling at each other. We can't be cursing at each other. We can't be name calling. Peace looks like a civil conversation, even if it's a disagreement about what happened, how can we fix it, and how we move forward. You know, it's this cliche that never go to bed with each other mad. That happens all the time. You know, it happens all the time. And this is just a product of that relationship lacks a lot of peace.
I think that is needed sometimes.
What, going to bed angry?
No, going to bed in different rooms.
In different rooms?
Yes. Sometimes you need to spend a night from each other. Serious.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it helps because the next time when you're back in the room, it should be different. If not, spend 2 days on the couch.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying sometimes that works. But I want to go back to what you're saying though, Reg. I really feel like that's good. You know, sometimes people say, I want peace, I want peace, I want peace. Sometimes they bring confusion. You be like, I know a lot of women like this. Like, oh, I'm all about peace and this peace of mind. But you bring confusion, so how do you want peace? You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the type of person, like, I'm really about peace because I don't, you know, I ain't finna go on your phone, I ain't finna follow you, I ain't stalking, I ain't doing none of that. So I'm showing you that I want that reciprocated. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And like when I come home, like you say, you know, don't even ask me about my day. I don't even bring my job home.
Okay.
I'm keep 100. Once I leave there, I'm done.
Leave it there.
My man is on something else. I need affection. Show me I'm the one. Show me the spotlight is on me. You know what I'm saying? Rub my scalp, rub my bath water. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that type of mode. Okay. You feel me? You know, I'm a type of person like I go from 0 to, like you said, I go from 0 to 10 fast when I get off work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I could be struggling doing work, like, man, I can't stand this shit. So when I get off, I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Ready for it. You got a new leash on life.
Man, Joe, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes, you know, I'm more of a peace and support.
I love it.
Support, you know what I'm saying? I like a woman who really like dedicated on making me better when I'm not even looking.
Mm-hmm.
Like she didn't looked up something and she know I needed that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she didn't did the leg work on putting that together and then presenting it to me. I'm like, damn. I mean, she put in, I like all that part of it. You know what I'm saying? That'll make me take out somewhere nice. You know what I'm saying, Biles? You know what I'm saying? A nice person, because that she was thinking about me. You know what I'm saying? I like that, you know what I'm saying, in a woman, you know. So I like the support, you know. That's why that's the mission though, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want a woman who, we were just talking about this, man. We were talking about 9s, 10s, 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, you know what I'm saying? You know, I know women, y'all be scared of shit like this, but, you know, it was like sometimes when you trying to get you a 10, man, it's a chasing game. You know what I'm saying? Either she chase behind you or you chase behind her, man. Ain't no peace, ain't no, you know what I'm saying? You know, but some people who young, they can go with that, you know what I'm saying? Those challenges, but you know, sometimes you need that 7 to relax. You need that 8, you know what I'm saying, to have a peace of mind.
Yeah.
You know, her loving on you, you know what I'm saying? It's hit different, man. Yeah. You know, so watch what you guys get, man. Y'all want them 10s, them trophies come with something.
Man.
Shoot, them trophies come with something.
To be aware is to be alive. Let's switch gears a little bit, man. It's time to shout out to the plug, man.
Shout out to the plug. Shout out to that plug. Man, shout out to MoolahMonster.com, man. Y'all can find all the latest shows, man, on MoolahMonster.com. Find some of the great gear, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of gear, man, we got something for my man, you know what I'm saying? For sure.
Hey.
Yeah, we got something for you, my brother. You know, on this show, we give gifts out, man. I don't know what y'all do on other shows, man. Super love, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, Donnie. Shout out to my man, Rich Attitude on 5th Avenue in Maywood, man. You know what I'm saying? Doing it big. We always represent and support our people, man. Shout out to Maywood itself, man. Maywood is on the move, man. Shout out to the mayor. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, T-Mac. You know what I'm saying? Fair Pain. You know what I'm saying? Doing big things, man. You know, we collaborate around here, man. We don't compete. You know what I'm saying? That's for the little niggas. You know what I'm saying? We collaborate. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, you know what I'm saying, Holy Grind. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to D. Jenkins.
For sure. You know what I'm saying?
Go check out the This Breeze. He got a whole project that's crazy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. And, you know what I'm saying, want to tell y'all about what we got going on, man. We're looking for the next woman co-host on the show, man. I'm going to put up the form, man. Y'all DM me, man. We're going to put 10 women, you know what I'm saying, on trials. Coming up here to thinking outside the box, man. You know, trying to be a co-host up here, man. Fill in, you know what I'm saying, while we doing big things. So what you think about that, man?
Man, listen, women out there, artists, actors, radio personalities, podcasters, here is your chance to come and be a part of the movement, the hottest show on the streets, thinking outside the box. We are looking for you, all right? You ain't got to wonder who we talking about. We looking for you. Come here, hang out with us, have this dope conversation, man, and be a part of the brand. So it's gonna be dope, man. It's something that we're looking forward to. Also, the Pursuit of Move Forward, the finale, my last and final book is coming out in December. We're gonna make it a show. It's gonna be a storytelling show through music, man. It's gonna be an amazing band. So y'all can stay tuned for the flyer with that, man. But look, shout out to the plug.
Shout out to the plug.
Shout out to the plug, man. All right, so we about to get into that bag real quick before we get up out of here. If you don't know, now you know. Thinking outside the box. What's in that bag segment is because of our followers, man.
Shout out to our followers.
They hit us up, they send us these letters, or they just, text us like, man, I want you to talk about this on the show. I got the situation, et cetera, et cetera. Tell me what you think. How can you, what advice would you give? And they rely on us to kind of give them some insight. Now, they're going to watch, they're going to reshare, they're going to comment. So whatever we say, hopefully we can help them out. All right? Y'all ready to get in tune?
Let's get it.
Whew. All right, let's make it happen. So this is one from, of course, I picked a guy. I love when our guys write to us. We get a lot of women that write to us, and that's cool. We appreciate that, man. But my fellas, appreciate y'all for chiming in, man. So this one is from a few months ago, right before we took our little break. All right. And it goes as, what's up, fellas? Wanted to run a little situation by y'all and get y'all thoughts. I've been talking to this pretty little chick for a few months and things has been going pretty smooth. The first time we went out, we had fun doing a little top golf thing. And a week later, she told me she had a babysitter and invited me to come over for dinner and drinks. Now, we already been having little FaceTimes and sending slight little pics here and there. So I'm thinking now that she invited me over, I'm about to go over and we about to do the thing. When I got over there, she had dinner ready, wine on ice, and some smooth music. So after we ate, we sipped, we laughed. I suggested we go to the room. She told me that I was moving too fast and she wanted to take things slow. It threw me off, especially because I was looking forward to this night and I even canceled some other opportunities with other chicks because I wanted to get down with her. So my question is, do us as men have too much of an expectation to smash once a chick invite us over? Or should women be more cautious of inviting men to their house if they have no intention of smashing? All right. That's a lot there. Once again, shout out to you, bro, for writing there. Basically, been kicking it with this chick for a little while. They went out, had a good time playing the top golf or whatever. They had FaceTime each other, send little pics here and there, right? She finally told him, look, I got a babysitter. I'm gonna cook for you. Come on over. I got some wine. We can chill. We can vibe out. He go over there, food on point, wine on deck, music on, man, everything is good. The conversation is good. So he like, man, what's up? Let's go in the room. And she's like, yeah, I think you're moving too fast. I want to take things slow. So he like, yeah, what the fuck? I canceled other, situations for this night.
Right.
So he's asking, do us as men, do we put too much of an expectation that when we get that invite over to the crib, we supposed to smash? Or should women be more cautious when they invite dudes to their house if they have no intentions of smashing? Gotta go with our guest first. What you think?
Oh, man, that's a good question from the fans. You know what I'm saying? One that's tough because if you I just feel like if a woman invites you over, especially after she done made the meal and cleared the house for you. The expectation is, man, we about to do this. We got to get on the books some way or another. Or, just don't invite me over until you're ready.
Ooh, sound like moolah there.
Right. I think most men don't have no problem putting the time in.
Yeah.
And investing. But if I just met you and you just invite me over the first night, the second night or whatever, you don't kind of lay the law and let me know what time it is and let it be my decision.
Yeah.
Then I think I'm definitely trying to smash. That's what most men I think they trying to do. What you think?
Moolah.
Oh, man. I done been in these positions before.
Oh, man.
And this what I tell you, man, because you're a fan. I don't even get these gems out. But what I tell you is, always have a standby. If you have a standby, you'll never go wrong.
Oh, wait.
I done been to chick's house and I didn't score. But when I left there, I scored. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, you know, you're gonna always have some for sure thing somewhere laid up. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get mad. But when she is ready, she gonna know that you waited, you didn't been patient in her eyes. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be what it is. I don't never rush a chick to do what she ain't gonna do. But when you put the mood out there, the food, the music, the babysitter, you know what I'm saying? You put the mood out there, it was something you had to say that was a disconnect. That's what I feel. Because sometimes a man can open up his mouth and fuck up the pussy. You know, don't know what to say the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? So I really do think that, you know, you might have said something. I think she wanted to give you, you know what I'm saying, the twat, man. She wanted to get to you. But you kind of messed it up. I don't know, one of them jokes at work.
Too laughs, cracked the wrong joke or something?
You cracked the wrong joke, man. You didn't do something, man, that she, you know. It's all it takes, man, especially when you brand new. You know what I'm saying? I see if you know, y'all had sex before, but if y'all haven't had sex before, you gotta be on your best behavior. Less is more. On anything you do. Less is more. Don't get overly drunk. Don't get I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Less is more, man. So I'm telling you, my brother, you know, you might have said something, you know, that was a disconnect, and start having you some for sure thing, you know what I'm saying, waiting on the side, man. You can never go wrong.
Now what if with that same energy, what if you go over to the chick crib, she cooked and everything, y'all laugh, and you look up, it's 11:30, and you trying to get with her, she like, nah, we moving too fast. Now it's midnight, what if your for sure thing went to sleep or something?
See, we're not gonna...
I mean, your backup went to sleep.
No, that's true. That's true. But my thing is, we're not finna be all night playing games. I'm not finna be around here with blue balls and shit playing with you. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can't overly eat, you can't overly drink. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? Because once 11 o'clock come, you shot on a you know what I'm saying, the second option.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you shot if it's over 11 o'clock.
If it's 11.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you real cold. I used to be real cold when I was younger. I had one of them licks I could just on the window.
Go straight over there.
She waking up, like, don't care. Like, it could be 2 a.m. She waking up.
Man.
I don't think I got them hoes, you know, so. Yeah, for sure.
So if you, hypothetically, let's say you get over there at 7 o'clock. If nothing go on by 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, are you trying to get up out of there?
I've been to read the room.
Yeah, okay.
I've been to read the room by 9:30.
Okay.
And I'll be like, well, baby girl, you know what I'm saying? I'll check you out. You know what I'm saying? Get you some rest. You know what I'm saying? Get you some rest. You know, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to play that part. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to play that part. Because some women be really pulling that move to see what you do all the time. She mad as hell that you left, but it was a test.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She going through a thing, cold showers and everything. You know what I'm saying? But she just had to see what you do. So, and maybe that second time gonna be the time.
Got to read the room, huh?
Read the room.
I definitely think that that situation, I can echo that. Maybe he probably overdrank a little bit, or he's got a little comfortable where,
saucy a little bit.
you know, he had the conversation lasted too long.
Yep.
You was talking about one thing, now that turned into an hour conversation. Now it's definitely 11:30.
Yeah.
And you didn't kind of read how this night was gonna go. And that's why you're really upset, because it didn't got late. It didn't got to a certain point at night where it's 12 o'clock and you canceled other situations and now you're not getting, so yeah, I think he probably played that the wrong way. If that was his intention to go over there to smash, he should have probably established that between 7 and 9. Doing a little conversation, doing a little sipping, doing a little eating, you know, throw little gems out there to see what's cracking for the night. And if she wasn't going by 9 o'clock, cool. Okay, like I said, all right, sweetie, well, man, I gotta be at work in the morning, man. I'm gonna go, you know what I'm saying, get up out of here.
How you ever spent the night with a chick and didn't hit? Like you slept in the
I have, yeah, I have. But for the first, now, that's a trick question. I had already did something with her, but you talking about for the first time, never did that.
What about you?
Yeah, come on, you know, trying to score, you trying to get on the books. You know?
Yeah, he's not trying to score.
You know, you might, like you said, like y'all been talking about, man, you didn't peep the temperature in the room. You kind of seeing how the mood and the vibe going. Mm-hmm. Man, you already got a backup plan.
Time out, yep.
You know what I mean? Especially when you're younger, you definitely got a backup plan trying to, you know, make sure you know you got that short shot.
Yeah.
And so, man, we still on the couch.
Yeah.
And then you ain't went, you know, in the bathroom and said, let me take a shower, you know, go lay down. I think you know the answer by 8, 9, 10 o'clock at the latest.
Then you can still text your plan B, like, hey, you still up? God damn it?
Right. And you're probably doing it within the first 30 minutes or an hour. You know
real talk, yeah.
If you can read the room and read the vibe, if you're really in tune with trying to see what's up to this lady and young lady, you definitely gonna try to push the limit. See what's to it, you know what I'm saying? Like, is this the route we going, or do I go ahead and need to cut my losses and go throw my line back out there?
Yeah.
You know
I got a question for you, man, before we go, right? Mm-hmm. And both of y'all can answer this, right? If you're in a relationship and you know you cheat on your wife or cheat on your girl, and she forgive you, but she follow up and get a lick back the next day or the following weekend. How suspect is that? Like, this is what I want. How suspect is that? Like, do you take her back because she took you back?
Remember Doug O'Lake said that dudes, we do our chicks wrong so many times that we deserve for them to get their leg back, right? Now, once you forgave me, that means you forgave me without you getting your leg back. Right. If you say, I'm going to forgive you, but Reggie, I'm going to get my leg back, that changes everything. Because now that gives me to say, okay, well, you deserve your leg back, or no, I can't take that. We might as well just break up now. But without saying that, or saying it after the fact, or not even saying, you know, who was that? Jasmine came on the show, said she got her leg back, she didn't even tell the dude. Remember she said that? Yeah. Some women will get their leg back, will never even tell the dude that they got their leg back.
But what I be thinking is, if you were so quick to get your leg back like that, that means you had him already.
Of course they got him in the holster, yeah.
So that means you already been probably, and you know what I'm saying? I'm probably late. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably late. What about you, Donnie?
Man, you know, that's tough. If she wanted to say, you know, she want to get her leg back, that's tough. I don't think most men can really handle that. Like you said, if she give me that choice, then that's on me. But I think most men, like, man, leg back. I'm the only one getting dishing the licks out.
Yeah.
He's I'm the only one dishing the licks.
Like, man, no leg back.
Yeah, that's not riding.
But, you know, once again, that depends on, you know, what stage you're in your life.
Yeah.
You know, when you're younger, you know what I mean? It's hard. When you're younger, it's hard.
A lot of people always say they wouldn't take their chick back if she did X, Y, and Z. You guys, you're lying. you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, stop playing, man. I didn't know guys and took their girls back, man, and she didn't did the team, man. Y'all be lying out there, man. I know it's hard, man. I know y'all depending on them. but Joe, stop lying, man. Certain people can't stomach it.
Yeah.
So certain people like, Joe, I'm really done. Like, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same way. I can't stomach it, Joe. I can't even think about it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta remove myself from that, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not just being tough. It's just being, you know what I'm saying, like having that peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to think about this all the time. I don't want to. So I think I'm one of those persons who can't stomach it. You know, I can't take you back. I think about a lot of stuff. Not be in bed, when I just be chilling. I'm thinking about stuff, man. And that, nah.
Can't do it, huh?
Nah.
I ain't mad at you, man. So, I don't know, bro. Hopefully we gave you some insight of how you should moving forward with this young lady. I definitely think you didn't read the room correctly, as Moolah was saying. Within the first hour and a half of being over there, you should kind of throw some gems to see how the rest of the night go play out. And once again, it is okay if she don't want to give it up. Ladies, that is y'all box. We can't control it. If you don't want to give it up, that is your decision, and it's fine, you know. But that changes the date dramatically. You know, that changes how we move. That changes how long I'm gonna stay. Yeah. You know, like, so it's just like so read the room first. If you think she gonna go, cool. But if she gives you an inkling that y'all moving too fast, it's not gonna go, you have to be prepared on how you're gonna move the rest of the night.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Whew. With that, man, look, we are back in full effect. We got so much coming up, man. School is getting ready to start back, man. We got some dope guests coming
Next
up.
week we
man.
back at y'all, man.
And look, y'all better get in tune for the movement, you know, the events we got. Y'all know we throw tons of events. We deserve to take the summer off sometimes because we work all year round doing this stuff, man. Events, back to school festivals, shows, etc., man. So y'all continue to get in tune. Once again, TOTB_show on YouTube. Go follow all the shows, all the clips we did, man. On IG, it's TOTB the dopest. And stay in tune with us. Moolah, where can they find you?
You can find me at moolahmonster.com. And I want to tell y'all this too. We're doing a book bag drive August 29th.
Yep.
Plus, we're doing 10 schools.
Yeah.
We're going to give one school all the school supplies. You know what I'm saying? So we got 10 schools, you know what I'm saying, grade schools. So be in tune. August 29th, August 22nd, we're going to reveal what school we're going to give it to. August 29th, we're going to, you know what I'm saying, make our presence. So, you know, man, get in tune, stay in tune. We outside.
We outside, man. We looking forward to switching up this year and just giving one school all this supply, man. So if you have a school in mind, right, send us a message and let us know. All right.
And we down in Atlanta, October 19th, October 14th, man, to the 19th, man. We're in Atlanta, man. And we got something special for y'all. Y'all stay tuned, man. Big surprise.
Big surprise in Atlanta, man. So, that's going to be a hell of a weekend. Man, thanks for coming, bro, man, for sure, man. Like, appreciate you, dog.
Hey, he gonna be a regular, man.
Yeah.
We definitely want to kick the sports with you, man. We appreciate that, man. We gave y'all what y'all wanted too, man. For sure.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all having me on, man. You know, I definitely enjoyed, you know, just spending some time, catching up.
Yeah.
You know, and just really just giving some insight. You know, because to be from Maywood for me, you know, that's something that, you know, I just want to always say I'm proud of. And, you know, want to put, you know, represent my town, you know, the town. And then, you know, when Jeff called me to, you know, from the town, you know what I'm saying? And to be able to put something positive out there. Yeah. You know, hopefully inspire, hopefully, you know, just give people insight, you know, especially, you know, kids that was in my situation. Yeah. You know, want to inspire to, you know, make it to that top level, you know, to play professionally because, you know, I played in, you know, not only in the NBA, but I played in Europe. Nice. You know what I'm saying? I played with the Globetrotters. Okay. You know, I probably, you know, to have the experience and to be able to experience a lot of things in life, just because I know how to, you know, dribble an orange ball.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Put it down on the court and represent.
Yeah.
You know, and be a dog and you know, and really work hard. It really showed me all over the world.
They say you played 95, 96, 97 season at Colorado, you know what I'm saying? You finished with 1,995 points, all Big 8, you know what I'm saying, selection, 2-time first team, all Big 8.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? University of Colorado Athletic Hall of Fame, 2021. You know what I'm saying? Head coach and proviso East. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you got a nice resume, my brother.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
You know.
Drafted by Atlanta Hawks, man. Y'all represent, man. Shout out to my man, Donnie Boyce. I remember before we go, when I first seen, I said, Donnie, you got to come on the show. Donnie said, man, I don't know, man. I don't like the lights, man, the cameras, man.
Yeah.
I say, man, you got a voice, man. You got a story, man. You need to come out here, man. You know, sometimes it ain't about what you like or how comfortable you want it. It's about that these youngins need to see you, need to hear from you. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know how many people lives you can change by certain things you said today.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, and that's what God count on us for, to inspire, to educate, you know what I'm saying, the youngins. So, man, I'm proud of you, my brother.
For sure.
You know, the one thing I always, when I returned back to East, kind of looked at the coaching experience to give something back to the youth that was given to me, you know, in terms from McCall to my college coaches.
Yeah.
You know, I played for Lenny Wilkins in Atlanta.
Hey, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, to playing in Europe, you know, Italy, France, Spain, and all over the world, even as far as China, you know, to have that opportunity. Somebody definitely helped me and pulled on my coattail, and when I needed to be put on the right path, and kind of stay focused on and locked in on the goal. Because man, when you really want something in life, you know, you're gonna really put the work in. You're gonna be dedicated to it. You know, you're gonna really do whatever it takes necessary to get, you know, to that top goal and really, you know, put your dreams and make them come true. And try to do something special and remember, made your mark and kind of in your profession, whatever that is. You know, across the board, whatever you are, you know, you always want to strive to be the best. That's what I kind of learned from, you know, sports, and just try to apply that to my everyday life.
What's up, man?
Love it, man. Clap it up. We appreciate you, bro, for coming through, for rocking with us tonight, man. Stay safe, Chicago, man. We still out here, still a war zone, but we're keeping our thoughts and prayers out there for people that lost loved ones, man. And y'all just be safe out there for real, all right? We will see y'all next time, man. This is the hottest show in the streets, and we are thinking outside the box. See y'all next week.
See, things have come to head. Time out for Scare You Scared. Reroute today and follow us down Courage Lane. They cages in, break down the gates. We want all the smoke, like we chiefing on a pound a day, but not talking intoxicating rage. Not intoxicating.
Camped out at home for COVID? Join us, Indie TV, where you will see the talk shows, movies, drama, action, and comedy. Be the first and see it first. Sign up now for free at Indie TV.